Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads and the Eerie Worlds. Okay, well, what an exciting day. Two brand new hordes have been released, and the first one we're going to look at is Germanic. It's a Riven horde, so it's under the Riven Alliance, the Germanic horde. We put together a really cool deck using all Riven cards. And it is absolutely right up my street, this deck. Quite devastating as well, especially to your opponent's cards. I played about 5 or 6 games with this deck and I am super happy with it. I think I'm going to keep it for a while before we build another deck. Anyhow, there's the deck on the left. Like I said, it is all blue, all Riven. So let's go and have a look at it. The wild card. In fact, let's have a look at the league rules first. Starting mana 150. And it's survival and minimum of 7. Riven Alliance 20, so we get the Riven Alliance boost, and Grimbold at 20 as well. So that world card, as I said, is that new one. It's the Black Forest. Do like a bit of Black Forest Gatto. Looks pretty cool. What does it do? On the start, your opponent's cards in hand that haven't been played this game cost +1 this turn. That's quite cool. Their cards in hand that have been played at least once lose -3 power or attack permanently. And then on the game start, for each upgraded card in your hand, your common Germanic cards, wherever they are, gain +3 until played. Sounds quite useful, that one. So let's check out the deck. We have managed to get both the fabled Germanic cards. The first one is Krampus, 7 for 70, just the base fabled. On the draw for every time each card in your opponent's hand has been played this game, that card loses -20 attack until played. Sounds quite useful. Could be good. Next one is the other fabled, the Glushwans. Have to be careful how you say that one. 8 for 80, the Glushwans. On the draw for every non-Riven card in your opponent's hand, your opponent loses -4 attack permanently. Hopefully they're not playing Riven. Hopefully they are playing Grimbold or something else. Oh my word. The Wolpertinger. I'm not sure about that picture either. 54 for 5. This one is an epic one, so I've managed to level him up already. On the play, your opponent's epic and fable cards in hand lose -30 attack this turn. That is a really cool card. If you're lucky, you can get -90 on your opponent. Next one, another epic one. 6 for 63. Lorelli, or Laurel. I'm not sure about that picture either. They all look a bit AI-ish now, don't they? On the play, your opponent's rare and fable cards, wherever they are, lose -25 attack until played. Do like the sound of that card there. Next one is the Tatzelworm. The Tatzelworm, I'm going to go with. 6 for 64, an epic one. So he's been leveled up as well. Pretty cool. On the play, your opponent's rare and epic cards, wherever they are, lose -10 attack. Attack permanently. Really cool. Like that one. Let's move on then. Fangen. This is a rare one. This one's been upgraded as well. 6 for 62. On the return for every fabled card your opponent has played this game, your fabled cards, wherever they are, gain +8 until played. I'm not sure about that one, but I put it in anyhow. It might be quite useful. Or she might just sit in our hand for the whole game. Fuelman. 8 for 82. He's a rare one. He's been leveled up as well. So pretty much every card apart from the fabled in this deck have been leveled up. On the return for every epic card your opponent has played this game, your epic cards, wherever they are, gain +6 attack until played. Could be useful. And then 2 Riven cards. They're not Germanic, but they are great for this deck. First one is Ogun. For every Riven card in your deck, gain +4 attack for 2 turns. 4 for 40, pretty useful. And just to help us with the mana, because it is a little bit tight, 150 sounds a lot, but by the end of the game we could be struggling. Oshoshi, 3 for 30, so really cheap to play. And on the return, for every Riven card remaining in your hand, gain +1 attack, energy, mana. There we go, mana next turn. Oh, too many different things to remember. Okay, let's go and check out this deck. Like I said, the mana is quite tight, 150. This deck should get you all the way through to the end of the game, especially if you play a couple of cards with Oshoshi at some time, or Oshoshi. Blimey, I wish they made cards that you can actually pronounce. Okay, we are looking for an opponent. We are rank 6 Phantom. Not bad. And here we go. We are playing a good old Grinning Ghost. Okay, we shouldn't have too much problem against the Eerie World bots with this deck, but let's make sure we get a good game going. So our world card is kicking off already. We get that 20 extra boost from the Alliance rules. So let's go. Let's get this one out. And Oshushi. So really, the rotation on this deck is not too important. I do like to get Oshoshi round as often and as quickly as I can. And occasionally, I will only play 2 cards. You should start moving ahead quite quickly. The only rule I found with this deck is to get your 2 Fable card rounds as often and as quickly as you can. And there we go. There's the first one. That is Krampus, is it? No, it's not Krampus. It's Glushwons. Glushwons. So let's get Glushwons round. Every non-ribbon card, yep, definitely. And let's put him in the first box. Like I said, get him around as quickly as we can. And let's just check these cards. Probably that one. This one's good. Oh, yeah. Minus 30 on each card, hopefully. Let's see how many cards that hits. Well, minus 10 from that one. And just the middle card. But that's not bad. We've got 294. We're building up a massive lead already. Like I said, this deck is quite destructive. They're on minus 20 in their little circle. We had the plus 36 there from Ugun, which is quite useful. That's gone now, though, unfortunately. There's Krampus for every time each card in your opponent's hand has been played. So sometimes I hold him for a couple of turns, but not this game. I'm going to get him out as quickly as possible just to make sure our opponent has played their cards a few times. Oh, what are they doing, Grinning Ghost? Playing 1 card. Is that Loch Ness Monster? I'm not sure. Anyhow, 313 lead. Our mana 104, they're on 108. Like I said, you should be okay with mana on this one, especially if you can use Hoshoshi. Oh dear. Hoshoshi. Oh dear. 280. He's playing 1 card. Oh, Grinning Ghost. What is wrong with you? The bots are terrible, by the way, in Eerie Worlds. They really, really are. You either get a terrible one or you get someone that's playing one of those crazy Dave Deadly decks with everything at rank 5. Let's keep going anyhow. 7-6. Let's just play 2 cards with Hoshi this time. So we get plus 3 mana, which could be quite useful towards the end of the game. That puts us up to 78. Should be all right. We've still got 3 turns to go. So we've still got a fair amount. I've got over 20 a turn, actually. That's not bad at all. And should we use that one? Let's go with that one. Get in the box. I'm just going to play 2. We're so far ahead. Oh, that was a bit of a waste there of our Wolf Pertinger. They only played 1 card. At least we hit it. Oh, what are you doing, Grinning? I'm going to play another game after this. Hopefully we'll find somebody, a real player or a bot with a better deck, or a bot that knows what they're doing, which is quite difficult in Eerie Worlds. And here we go. What should we do here? Got a few choices, really. Like I said, this deck is kind of whatever you fancy. It is quite destructive and it will give you a decent score. No need to get carried away. Keep 53 mana for the next 2. We're so far ahead. And they got no chance of catching us up with that deck. So we can just chill until the end of this game and then start another game. So Krampus is pretty useful there, knocking off 20 each time they've played a card, minus 10. That was good. Let's play 3 cards this time, shall we? That one's not much good, really. Let's do that one. 2-6-0. Like I said, this deck is pretty easy to play. And we could win this by over 1,000 points. Grinning Ghost. How embarrassed are you? We've got 38 mana left. That's okay. We should be able to play 3 cards. He's got loads of mana and he's still only playing 1 or 2 cards. It's embarrassing. But I'm not sure about the world card. It is quite good, the Black Forest, but I wanted to give it a try. It's one of the 2 new world cards that came out. I will do another video this week and we will have a look at the other horde that was released, see if that one's any good. But this one really up my street. Like I said, I really do like this deck. I like the fact that we do so much damage. Look, they're on minus 80 per turn. Wow. Okay, what a score. 1,462 we won that game by. Grinning Ghost, go back and build another deck. That's all I can say. Okay, let's go and try it again. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to play exactly the same deck. So the Wildcard Black Forest, those two base level Fables, Krampus and Grushwants. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 epic ones and 3 rare ones. So no common cards, which is quite useful. Did that on purpose, actually. Let's see if we can get another opponent. Come on, give us a real person. I'd really like to test some of these decks out against real players. I've only met about 3 or 4 real people since I've been playing. And the first time I didn't even realize, or not the first time, but this time this week, got so used to playing bots, I was playing a real player, and it was halfway through the game before I even realized it was a real player. I was just paying no attention at all. And I think I lost. I'm not surprised. Okay, here we go. Dad of the Goat is playing Ethereal Entity, who is not a real person. So let's keep going. What can we do? Grishwans goes out first. I do like that Wolf Pertinger, but I might keep that one until they play 3 cards and swap it over for that Tasselworm. Ooh, this could be another easy win. They're only playing 2 cards again. What are you doing, Eerie World bots? Oh, so they got -20 in their little circle. That's pretty good. We're just going to keep, every time your opponent's card, I'm going to hold Krampus for a little while this time, because give them a chance to play their cards, because it only really impacts when they've played. And they go in. Sometimes they don't go in, do they? Yeah, to give Krampus the time, or to give our opponent a bit of time to play a few cards. Always quite good. Okay, what's next? We're going to go with probably Krampus now. 319 in front. What's our mana like? 112. Not too bad. Not too bad. 112. We've still got 7 turns to go though. So we can get Hushi. Those 2 or 3 extra mana that you get from him actually adds up towards the end of the game, if you are careful. Or should we just go for it this game? I don't think we've got any problems at all here. Do like this deck, the Germanic League deck. It's getting quite interesting now. We've got 8 different hordes, I think it is. So we can do a few mix and match decks as well now, which you couldn't really do before. And I think it's going to take a while to work out what are the best decks. But certainly when you're playing bots, it doesn't really matter. You can have a bit of fun building different decks, trying out some of the new cards, because the bot's really not going to give you much of a problem. Not when you've got some good cards and the bots are playing 1 or 2 cards a turn. Come on, Ethereal Entity. Should we just play 2? Go on, get in there. Let's play 2 this time. Turn 5. Oh, we're down to 66 mana, actually. I'm not being too careful here. We could potentially run out of mana. We'll get 3 more there, so that takes up to 69. We're on -1. That's why his wild card is hitting us. I think that's the one where every other turn you lose -1 mana or something. Look, -1, -1. It was every turn, maybe. Anyhow, let's keep going. And we're 739 points in the lead, and we're only going to extend it here, I do believe. Oh, 218. What are they doing? Dear, oh dear. They really need to do something about these bots, because it just makes the game a little bit of a grind, really. I mean, it's fun building the deck, which is the bit I really, really like, and it's fun testing out the deck. But you do want a bit of a challenge. Maybe I should start trying friend games. That could be the way to go. Let's see. We are definitely short on mana. Never mind. 3-1-1. Let's try and get as far ahead as we can. And if we can only play 1 card on the last turn, we will give Ethereal Entity a chance. A very slim chance, admittedly, but a chance anyhow. 931 in front. What did we win the last game by? 1,400, wasn't it? Don't think we're going to beat that. So well played, Ethereal Entity. You've managed to do better than a Grinning Ghost. Or has he? Or has he? We are definitely short on mana. We've got 23, 15 left, and we've got -1 in there. Maybe we've only got 14 left. I think maybe only 2 cards is going to be possible. That was a good score there, actually. He's managed to claw back a few points there. We're only 907 in front. Can we win this by 1,000 points? That's my challenge now. I think it's going to be hard. I think we can only play 2 cards. Oh, but which 2 cards do we go with? Oh, maybe that one. 6 for 1, 1 3. That looks good. And let's go with that one. 2 5 3. Not the highest score to finish with, but oh, we're still going to win that round quite easily, actually. Oh, no, he hit us for 50 there. We did win the round. I think we might just make 2,000. I mean, 1,000. No, what a fail. Oh, we only won by 969. Anyhow, that is really cool. I do like that Germanic new horde. I'm going to play around with that deck, see if I can make it even stronger. But there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you're having fun with all those new hordes. And we'll be back later on in the week with the other new horde. Take care, everybody. Hope to see you all soon in the Eerie world. Bye.